They say monsters walk among us. But what if I told you? The most dangerous ones do not hide in the shadows at all. They walk through life unseen, admired, even loved. They wear faces of charm, voices of reason, and the masks of humanity, but beneath that mask, there is only calculation. Tell me, young seeker, have you ever wondered what it truly means to actually be a psychopath? It is not madness. No, madness is chaos, noise, and confusion. A psychopath is something far colder, something deliberate. Clinically, they fall under what scholars call antisocial personality disorder. But make no mistake, this is not a mere label. It is a condition where empathy does not exist.
Alright, it's fantastic.
Saying to pull the trigger to kill your son, now it masturbates to memory of you.
Alright, well, that's all your client has to say, Mr. Friedman.
Yes, Your Honor.
Not hidden, not suppressed, but absent. They do not feel remorse or guilt because their minds cannot process those emotions. To them, morality is a myth whispered by the weak. Their genius lies in mimicry. They study emotion the way a predator studies prey, observing your tone, your eye, your fears. And then they reflect it back perfectly. They smile when you smile, weep when you weep, and love only when it serves them.
Convicted killer Charles Manson may soon be a married man. The 80-year-old Manson and his 26-year-old girlfriend have been granted a marriage license. The bride-to-be, who goes by the name Star, says the couple will wed next month. She said marriage ceremonies at the California prison are on the first Saturday of every month. She expects to be married in an inmate visiting room. She moved from the Midwest years ago to be closer to Manson.
Behind their gaze lies a stillness. Not peace, but vacancy. Some of history's most fascinating figures lived behind such eyes. Men like Ted Bundy, the charming, intelligent enigma who seduced the world with his charisma while concealing the abyss within. Even men like John Wayne Gacy, beloved by his neighbors, entertaining children, even as darkness festered beneath his painted grin. And then there is the fictional Dr. Hannibal Lecter, cold, articulate, a mirror of intellect without empathy. Though he never lived, his portrayal is disturbingly accurate. You see, these beings are not shaped by trauma. They are born this way. Their amygdala, the seat of fear, guilt, and empathy, is different, smaller, quieter. Their condition is not learned, it is wired into them.
Buffalo Bill's real name is Louis Friend. I met him just once. He was referred to me in April or May 1980 by my patient Benjamin Raspel. They were lovers, you see. But Raspel had become very frightened. Apparently, Louis had murdered a transient and done things with the skin.
We need his address and a physical description.
Tell me, Senator, did you nurse Catherine yourself?
What?
Did you breastfeed her?
Now, wait a minute.
Yes, I did.
Toughened your nipples, didn't it?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Amputate a man's leg and he can still feel it tickling. Tell me, Mom, when your little girl is on the slab, where will it tickle you?
Take this thing back to Baltimore.
5'10", strongly built, about 180 pounds. Hair blonde, eyes pale blue. He'd be about 35 now. He said he lived in Philadelphia, but may have lied. That's all I can remember, Mom. But if I think of any more, I will let you know. Oh, and Senator, just one more thing. Love your suit.
The world does not create a psychopath. It merely gives him purpose. But then there are others, similar yet far more unstable. They too carry the shadow of antisocial personality disorder, yet their darkness is forged, not born. They are called sociopaths. Unlike the psychopath, the sociopath feels emotion, but their feelings are wild, uncontained, like a fire consuming everything it touches. They can love, but that love is possessive. They can rage, but it is volcanic. Their violence is not planned, it erupts. The psychopath calculates his cruelty, whereas the sociopath drowns in it. Consider Charles Manson, a man molded by neglect, abandonment, and pain.
From your words, as Mr. Emmons quotes them in this book, it's clear that you were guilty of murder, and yet he says in all his conversations with you, he never heard you express remorse. Have you never felt it?
Remorse for what? You people have done everything in the world to me. Doesn't that give me equal right? I can do anything I want to you people at any time I want to, because that's what you've done to me. If you spit in my face and smack me in the mouth and throw me in solitary confinement for nothing, what do you think's going to happen when I get out of here? Guilty. I wouldn't do anything that I felt guilty about.
You don't feel guilty at all?
There's no need to feel guilty. I haven't done anything I'm ashamed of. You know, if I wanted to kill somebody, I'd take this book and beat you to death with it, and I wouldn't feel a thing.
His life was not devoid of emotion. It was consumed by it. Or the late female serial killer Aileen Wuornos, a woman shaped by trauma and betrayal, striking out not from cold design, but from despair.
Sitting on the floor watching TV, and she just come out and said, "I have something to tell you." And I asked her what, and she said that she had shot and killed a man that day.
Lee, it sounds like you've been betrayed by everyone.
That's right, I was. That's why I don't care if I'm executed and leave this planet.
If anyone was destined to end up here on death row, it was probably Lee Wuornos. Psychologists sketch a portrait of a damaged person with a lurid history of abuse that began in childhood. Abandoned by her teenage mother when she was just 6 months old, Lee was raised by her alcoholic grandmother and a cruel grandfather who regularly beat her with his belt buckle. When she was 2, her father committed suicide in jail, where he was doing time for kidnapping and raping a child. By 13, she'd been raped and was pregnant. At 14, she quit school. And when her grandfather kicked her out of home, Lee Wuornos' life on the road began. Maybe you were just born bad.
I don't know about you. I'm telling you, man. No, I wasn't born bad. You guys got it. See, I'm trying to tell you, man, they lied. They lied so bad to you all.
But you've been convicted of killing 7 men.
Everybody's looking at the number.
Does that not... You killed 7 men, 7 strangers. Does that not make you a serial killer?
So I didn't kill them every day, did I? Did I go out there every day and say, I'm going to kill? If I did, there would be hundreds.
Well, no, it took you 12 months.
Yeah. And that's a hell of a lot of men I went through before the next jerk came along and I used protection, like a condom.
Even the fictional Tony Montana from Scarface embodies this truth. Volatile, impulsive, capable of loyalty, yet enslaved by pride and fury. These creatures are made, not born. They are what happens when suffering does not break someone, but hardens them.
Hey, Tony, why the fuck would I hurt you? I brought you in. So we had a few differences, huh? No big deal. I gave you your start. I was the one who believed in you.
I stayed loyal to you. I made what I could on the side, but I never turned you, Frank. Never. Well, you. A man ain't got his word. It's a cockroach.
You're gonna have her. I go away, I'm gonna disappear, Tony. You'll never see me again, Tony. Please, I don't want to die. I never did nothing to nobody, and
No, you never did nothing to nobody.
That's right.
You had somebody else do it for you.
Oh, Tony, come on, I'm begging you.
Get up! Jesus! Get up!
No! Don't kill me, please.
I won't kill you.
Oh, Christ, thank you.
Get up.
Thank you.
No. Shoot that piece of chip.
No.
They do not lack empathy by nature. They destroy it to survive. And this is the difference between them. The psychopath moves in silence, a strategist among the sleeping. The sociopath moves in chaos, a storm of fury and impulse. One hides emotion behind precision. The other drowns in it until nothing human remains. But, my friend, do not be deceived by their differences. For in the end, both lack the capacity to care for another soul. Both manipulate, deceive, and destroy without remorse. Both are prejudice, one cloaked in intellect, the other in chaos. They are two paths that lead to the same abyss. The psychopath wears a mask to blend in. The sociopath tears his off to feel alive. And now I ask you, when you look at the world, the smiles, the charm, the false empathy, can you tell who is who? Could you recognize the predator that feels nothing, or the one who feels too much? Because sometimes it's not about them at all, it's about you. Have you ever manipulated someone to get what you wanted? Felt nothing when others were in pain? Or pretended to care just to fit in? Tiny fractures, small shadows that live in all of us. Perhaps that is why these monsters fascinate us, because deep down they remind us of something familiar. Because the line between control and chaos, between mask and truth, is thinner than you think. So I leave you with this question. When you stare into the dark, searching for monsters, what if one stares back from your reflection? Are they born cursed? Or have we merely seen what lies dormant in all of mankind, waiting for the moment it awakens to become something far beyond evil